It's week 5 of the high school football season, and we're here on a beautiful September evening for Friday night football. Tonight, the 3-1 Lorain Titans host the 1-3 Rebels of South High School from Willoughby. Jay Ferguson, Tom Bauer here to bring you all the action. And Tom, the two teams do have a common opponent.
They both have beaten Brush, Lorain by a lot more than what Willoughby South has beaten them. But Willoughby South has played a tough schedule so far.
Yeah, they've lost to Maple Heights, Shaker Heights, who's now 5-0 after beating Maple Heights last night, and two other teams who are 3-1.
I think Lake Catholic always has a fine team and everything like that. So I think this is a beautiful night for football, and we're going to see a good game tonight because I think that's a sound team over there on both sides of the field.
I expect to see a a closely fought contest. Tom, this is the perfect weather for football because it's not cramp weather like we've had so many Friday nights till now. And
this is the type of weather we always said you can get a big lineman to go both ways because early when it's too hot you can't.
You're right about that. And
that was Lorain's advantage going into the preseason, that their defensive line and their offensive line could block for their good running backs.
Absolutely, and John Salmon is among the leaders in the county in rushing. I think trailing only Marco Sirigliano from Columbia.
And scoring too, because he's put some touchdowns on the board. And you know what was nice? Then they played him their last game. That he only had to run the ball 12 times.
Right.
You know, you can't abuse your running back to the point where he can't achieve.
John's a bit nicked up
when they get into the later part of the season.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So rather than worry about the record, worry about get your premier carries early and maybe let Kimball take over because he's a fine runner also.
Yeah, it's funny because I saw. During warm-ups, I talked to John down on the field, and he come running over. He said, "How are you feeling, big guy?" And I said, "I can broadcast in pain. How are you feeling?"
Yeah.
Little confusion here. It looks like Willoughby or South will kick from the north end of our field. Lorain will get the ball to start the game. Number 1, Hyro Williams, and number 2, Osteer Kimball in the middle. And that is number 7, Toreno Allen on the near side. Now, watching this kicker warm up, he's got a bit of a leg on him.
Yes, he does. I watched him kick some field goals from about 40 yards.
He wasn't getting the kickoffs real high as he warmed up, but he was getting decent depth to them. Well, whistle has blown, and we're ready to start. Kickoff is deep toward Hyro, off his chest and out of bounds, and the Titans are going to start deep in their own end on a tough break right at the 13-yard line.
That's one of those tweeners. You don't know whether you're going to have to grab it or let it roll out of bounds because it may have stayed inbounds the whole time.
Well, and it took a spin back toward him. Yeah. And unfortunately, I think he was going to let that bounce, and unfortunately it hit him, but neither here nor there at this point. 1st and 10 from the 13 for Lorain. They come out with a very veteran lineup. Evan Rickovic and Shane Ramey Rowland are the left side of that lineup, I believe. Tyler Fogo also out there. Chase Davis. They clap the hands, look to the side. 3 down linemen for the Rebels. Twins to the near side. That's Hyro Williams in the slot. The sun might be bothering the signals a little bit from where they're playing.
Yeah, for sure.
They give us to John Salmon straight ahead. He's got nice blocking out there. He had 2 linemen out in front of him, and that takes care of starting at your own 13. Julius Manning, number 90, was out there in front of him. Looked a little bit like the old counter tray, didn't it, where they pulled both backside linemen. Yeah. 1st and 10 for Lorain at the 24, 11 for Salmon on his first carry.
I can see the defense with a 4-man defensive line and linebackers coming. So,
Johnny, that's Salmon again, and that one was nothing there.
see, someone came from that edge
Right.
to hold him up. So,
Now, Lorain doesn't run the ball wide a lot,
No.
Tom, so they've got to watch that defensive end
Yes, they
crash
do.
and try to capitalize.
I think what that man did is kind of hip pock that tackle who was pulling to block for John.
And just followed him. Yeah.
Just followed him around. Yeah, the sun bothers them probably for another a few minutes.
Well, at least another 5 yards when
Yeah.
they get in the shade. Davis to throw. Bubble screen for Hyro Williams. Got it. Made a move. Gets out across the 25 to 28. Couldn't escape. Nice tackle there by 4. Nico Frizzell, a senior defender.
Well,
So now it's 3rd and about 6.
that's the passing game is starting to build up a little bit, which
Yep.
is going to help the running game. Because I look at that line, they're going to have probably, by the time those linebackers get up tight, they're probably going to have 8 in the box.
Yep. You can see right now 5 on the line. And there's the sweep. Same play that worked first down. He's got another first down out of bounds. Out near the 40 is Salmon.
That's that wide look, but he looks for the first hole that he sees. But they had a long, strong side
He
that
had
way.
a good look at the big butt of number 68,
Yeah.
Shane Ramey Rowland, who he just rode out wide.
Yeah, they put that tight end / wing back out there for blocking.
Trips to the far side, straight ahead.
Ball on the ground.
Still down. This is going to be a touchdown.
On a penalty, I see a penalty
I
flag.
think that's supposed to be a beanbag.
Okay.
I think that's supposed to be a beanbag. I hope you're right. 18, Mason Matriano looked like he picked it up and scored.
The referee is picking up that flag, so I think you're right.
Yeah.
Waved it off.
Yep. I hate it when I'm
Yeah.
right and it's not good.
Well, I was going to say earlier when we talked about the nice night and everything, it's going to be the team that makes the less mistakes that's going to prevail in this game.
Well, a 34-yard fumble return. And South will attempt the kick. Always nice to be ahead before your offense has played a snap. Kick up, kick through.
And good. Wow.
And just like that, Lorain picks up 2 first downs and turns it over to a South touchdown. So they'll get it back, but now they'll be trailing. And that handoff just never, I don't know, it doesn't matter whose fault it was, it never made connection.
I don't know if there was enough, I don't know if we've seen a replay, too much penetration in there that caused the problem. I don't know.
And I'm not sure that it might not have been Chase trying to pull the ball and keep it.
Yeah. That's their counter.
Yep.
You need a counter when you have a good running back to take some of the heat off of him. Yeah. Well, whatever the problem is, you got to get a hold here. You just can't let them march the ball down the field.
Right. Now we get the ball back, and now we need to even this thing up. One thing we saw last week or a couple weeks ago in Sandusky is they can get down and still come back.
Yeah. They don't hang their head like
No.
maybe a few years ago they were hanging their head.
This team has learned how to win.
Yeah.
So set to kick once again, Tommy Vokic, the kicker, number 11. Osir Kimball at the 5. Straight ahead to the 20. Makes a cut at the 25, spins. It's going to be a
flag on the
flag.
field.
That's not going to be good because I think it's going to be a hold.
Yeah.
Came in from the near side, and I think the side judge just signaled to the boss that it was a hold.
Yeah. That takes them out of not good position, but decent position to
There it is.
Average, yeah.
From the 20. Now, the Titans need to pull things together. It takes them back to the 17 from the 27. Three kind of mental mistakes real early.
Yeah.
The missed kickoff on the opening kick, the fumble, and now a hold that probably didn't even matter. So Titans will start it on the 17 this time. Straight ahead.
That's Kimball running the ball.
That's Osir Kimball out across the 20 to the 25.
I don't know if Solomon was
hurt
a little bit or.
No, he just stepped up as if to go in, and I think they're going to let Osir. Osir is a fine running back. Two to the near side with a wing back. Johnny Geiger 11, Hyro Williams number 1. There's motion.
Oh, and there's another ball on the ground.
On the ground again.
Lorain recovered in this one.
But that's a big loss. Takes you from ahead of the sticks to behind the sticks, back to the 20. 3rd and 6. Let's call it 6. Close to 7. On the ground twice in the first 3.5 minutes here, Tom.
They gotta correct that. They gotta correct it because they're a running team. You got to get a smooth handoff.
Straight ahead, give Kimball big hole. First down.
Because once they get the ball in their hands, they've had good runs every time.
That was a really nice hole for Osir. Avery Martin, 32, in for the Titans at tight end on the far side. Behind him, Noah Smith, the wingback, as they go to a single receiver on each side set. Still Osir Kimball at running back with Chase Davis. Now the strength of the formation switches. Here comes the sweep. Nice cut. Osir Kimball, another Kimball 50. Nobody's going to catch him. Osir Kimball, 72 yards to the house.
Wow. Like I said, once they get the smooth handoff, they've had good blocking and good running.
72-yard run and untouched.
Exactly. Yeah, they put that, I'm going to call him a tight end / wingback that side. They've gone there every time so far. Sooner or later, they're going to go weak side, and it'll be a nice run, too.
Reggie Johnson, kick up, kick good, and we're all tied up at 7. 7-7, and Willoughby's about to get the ball for the first time, Tom.
Yeah, well.
But, there's a little bit of resilience from the offense. Great to see.
Even if you were thinking about hanging your head a little bit after the fumble, now you're lifting it up because now you see, there's.
They only scored because of us, and we just scored because of us. So we're in good shape here. And I don't know if we got a look at that play again, Mr. Bach. Can we see that again? There we go. Look at just nice cut.
See,
that wingback did just enough, and Osir is much faster than John Solomon.
They go to the wide side, to the strength, but they look for the first hole that opens up.
Right,
because that was actually an off-tackle play.
That's what's been impressive is the vision of both running backs. So we're all tied up here, and Reggie Johnson will get set to kick off. Short kick, down about the 22, straight ahead.
And that's where they're going to start.
They're going to start right at the 35.
Yeah. Now we're going to play some defense.
Yep. Right at the 35 on the near side hash. Willoughby South comes out for the first possession. Backfield consists of number 7, Chase Gardner, the running back, and number 24, sophomore quarterback Javen Gilchrist. Oh, and now it's going to be 1st and 5. Far side of the defensive line, I think that might have been Noah Smith jumped. So they use the Titans' aggressiveness against them.
There's that 4-man line.
Right. Pass. First down in the hook zone out to the 50. And
I see flags.
I think it's going to be a face mask.
Face mask. Got to be. Too many people have thrown flags at it.
Yeah. Yep. So it's a first down on the 10-yard completion. And now we're going to march some more.
And I said the team that makes the less mistakes, not only fumbles count, but errors in terms of penalties count also.
Yeah. So the Titans
have
struggled with the mental parts of the game tonight. That brings it all the way down to the Lorain 35. 10 on the completion, 15 on the penalty, and Gilchrist got them set. This is Gardner straight ahead. Nowhere to go, middle of the line right there. Luke Wilson on the bottom of the pile, along with Armand Brown, number 13, right there in the middle, I believe. Is that 13? No, it's not.
No, it can't be. I didn't see who it was. The numbers are hard to read with
They are. There's another, it was kind of the same pattern they wanted, but much better coverage that time. Joseph Gaines, number 14, on the spot for Lorain. And Tom, that is number 13 out there, Armand Brown, the linebacker. Now, 23, Jeremiah Lopez comes back in. And on the far side, Hyro Williams is out wide at the corner. Timeout on the field now.
I think the ball was a little bit misspotted, yeah.
3rd and 11. Straight ahead handoff again, not much there. Good penetration from the end. 3 yards in, look, find ball, hit ball. And that was Noah Smith, number 6. So it's 4th and 9. You got to believe they're going to go at this field position. Too far for a field goal.
Oh, yeah, but we got to see what kind of arm this quarterback, because the rumor has it that he may have been their 3rd string at the beginning of the season.
Well, he is a sophomore. Looked good on the first pass. Fakes the pass, a little play action. He's got to run now. Throws it, knocked away. Nice defensive play.
Yes. Very nice
defense. Is that
Osier
Kimball or Joseph Wyatt?
I think it was Wyatt because I didn't see the orange shoes over there.
Okay. Yeah, it is. Joseph took one to the house last week on an interception.
Yes, he did, yeah.
So the Titans will take over on downs, 1st and 10 at the 34. Their best field position of the evening. They've scored twice, once for each team.
Yeah.
Nice pressure, back pressure there with the chase. That was Avery Martin, made him run out of the pocket. Good closing speed by Wyatt. So we'll go again. This is Davis along with Solomon.
Solomon's back in.
And, you know, he had to be salivating looking at the holes that Osier ran through. Going to throw, bubble screen. Nice cut there. Nice cut there. Ooh.
Just grabbed him by his ankle. Yep.
Johnny Geiger, number 11, a junior wide receiver. Boy, if he'd have got one more step and he'd have been gone. Instead, it's a first down out to the 49. Give him a 15-yard completion.
He better watch himself. He looks like he's a little bit offside, but
this is Chase Davis.
There's the counter.
There, yes, it is. Across the 50 for about 4 yards.
I was watching the receivers at the warm-up. Lorain has a plethora of good receivers. Great techniques, catching with their hands, good speed.
And that's been a lot of work because that was a problem early this summer, was catching the ball with the hands. Salmon on the – they think they found something on the left side. There's about 7 yards after contact.
First down again.
But we'll move the sticks again.
Yeah.
You know, you don't know if they saw something on tape, or you just said that our left side with Rickovic and Amy Rowland is just better, and we're going to run right at them. Back to live action now. It's David Whitaker tucking in there. Straight ahead, 8 yards for Solomon.
When you run the A gap with authority like that, I give all credit to the lineman.
Yep.
You can't run that A gap without great blocking.
Mm-hmm.
And if Foe goes out there still at center.
Right. Julius Manning is the right guard. And Isaiah Array, 52, is the right tackle. Also in the lineup offensively, 17, David Whitaker. He is their slot man, but he's also the JV quarterback. Just keeping that in mind.
I heard the JV's one big. There's another little screen.
It was 50-0 last Saturday.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a running clock the entire second half. One thing this team does at all three levels is this team hits. So 3rd and 1 after the gain of 1. Osir Kimball in the backfield now.
It's nice to have two running backs where you can alter them without getting somebody beat up with 30 carries a game.
And, you know, this is you figure you're going to go for it on 4th down if you don't make it. So this is not necessarily just a hand-it-off straight-ahead play. Straight ahead in the A gap. He got the first down, but not much more. Osir went in there a little bit tall, as opposed to how John hits the hole.
Yeah. You like upright running backs, but not through the A gap.
No, not there.
Upright means you're going around in or off tackle.
Different styles. I love the alternate series going on here with the two backs. Kimball cuts it up. That's a nice cut. Osir Kimball shows great vision. That play was supposed to go wide, and he just stuck a foot in the ground and cut it straight ahead from south to north for 5. There it was.
A lot of times that's that offense, you call it a stretch, where the lineman's kind of stretch, and then you, as the back, have to find where that hole is on a cutback. And here comes a long. Oh.
Off the hands.
Actually, it was a nice defensive play there.
Johnny Geiger.
What was the number? I can't see 6.
That looks like number 6.
Jordan Ivey,
yeah.
I don't know if it hit his. I thought it was over his head there for a while, and all of a sudden I didn't see the catch.
And I'm wrong. That was number 12, Noah Buchanan, out there.
Yeah.
Noah had a lower leg injury in Sandusky. So 3rd and 5. Whistle, timeout, Lorain. Which gives me a chance, Tom, to say that Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine is proud to be the official medical provider for Lorain Schools Athletics. Cleveland Clinic's team of sports medicine specialists deliver high-quality care for all athletes, from high school to the Cavaliers and Guardians. Visit clevelandclinic.org/sportsmedicine to learn more. Hey, we've got time for another one. We might as well get in here a little bit about WLCS TV 20 Facebook. The drive to 10,000 followers. We were at 9,400 followers a couple weeks ago.
Where are we at now?
Now 95. So we picked up 100 in 2 weeks. It's TV 20, the home of the best high school coverage with students, I might add, in Northeast Ohio. And this is the Joe Bach Victory Lap Tour, as Joe's got one more game, I think, right, Joe? One more Friday night. And Joe will be retiring. So the Titans are 3rd down and 5. Now they've got a fully loaded pistol.
That's the first time I've seen this formation. Oh,
break out of it. Okay. Yeah. Show something for somebody to prepare for. And that's Osir Kimball.
No, that was John.
Was it, John?
I can tell. I always look for those orange shoes first.
Okay. Good call. So that play was diagnosed for no gain. Now it's 4th and 5. And just like Willoughby on the last possession, you're in no man's land at the 25-yard line. You don't have a 42-yard field goal kicker. So we'll take a shot at it. I would think they might use the wide side of the field here.
Oh,
there it is. Broken up, intended for 32, Avery Martin, and he took a wallop, and it'll go over on downs. Just a little bit too much congestion right there.
Yeah, that crossing pattern, sometimes you got to let it go a little bit longer to get out of the linebacker's ways.
Well, and the two receivers were so close together that the defenders had clumped.
Yeah, somebody has to be the clear-out man, and then you got to let that thing go until you clear the linebackers, because linebackers love people coming across the middle.
And Avery Martin just found that out. So Titans up front, that's Manning, Wilson, and 58, Cam Sledge, who has really had a wonderful start to his 23 football campaign for Lorain. Fake, pass, double dunker.
Nice try. But that would have been a game.
Intended for Carry-on Singleton, but Osir Kimball
doing his
dropped a touchdown.
The fans are seeing him do his punishment right now.
He's punishing himself.
A self-punishment. No coach made him do that. Yeah.
That was a la Willie Mays Hayes in Major League. Off the hands once again. This time, number 11, Tommy Vokic, the kicker / receiver. 3rd and 10. Minute 58 still to go, first quarter. A lot of possessions in this quarter. There ain't some confusion among the backers. Willoughby still looking for Jeremiah Lopez has got okay, they switched the running back over to the near side. I don't know.
No, I think
it's us, I think.
Everyone's clapping, but I think Lorain went first.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was the far side up top once again.
Yeah.
End or linebacker.
You know, that's that little slapping and that, I mean, the officials have to decide whether you're drawing them offside or whether that's just your normal cadence.
Right. So 3rd and 5.
Osir is really given no cushion at all over here.
Well, I can remember his freshman year with Coach Creel telling me what he thought of Osir Kimball, the defensive back. There's a stop.
Okay, 4th downs. What are they going to do? And I got to believe punt with maybe a yard to go, maybe not.
4th and 2.
I don't
You're
see
1 and 3.
Here comes maybe a punt team in.
It looks like.
There was a decision over there made until I think they thought maybe it was only a yard, but maybe when it gets to 2 yards, that's a little bit far for your ball in a 32.
Vokic will be the punter. He's also the place kicker.
Yeah, he was.
And the wide receiver. Nice snap.
And a fake.
And a first down.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, he's an offensive player.
Yeah.
And that was well blocked. Boy, they let Titans in wide there and just walled off the right side of the offense for a first down.
Yeah, every time we used to see that back in our coaching days, it was always somebody had to be the spy. You always had to have some eye spies because there's always that option for a fake.
Well, these two teams have both have kickers that are football players. And that's what that was. That was Vokic making a play. So 1st and 10 for Willoughby at the 43. 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. Straight back, wanting to pass into the hook zone for a gain of about 4. Closed quickly. Is that Geiger?
Yeah. I didn't see a number, to tell you the truth. I see a replay here, maybe.
It was either Martin or Geiger.
He was that short. I think he was
or Lopez,
short, the short inside. Oh, the tackler.
Yeah,
he was a short inside slot man.
That's going to be the end of the first quarter. We've played one at the George. 14 for South, 14 for Lorain. Back with more after this timeout.
Inspiring city and campus. Inspiring people. Inspiring creativity. Inspiring hands-on learning. Inspiring global experiences. Inspiring traditions. Be a Buckeye. Inspire.
Hey students, this is the Cleveland Browns linebacker Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Make sure you start off school this year on the right foot by showing up every day on time and ready to learn. Let's stay committed, let's stay focused, and let's stay in the game.
Set to go, 2nd and 7 for Willoughby. Gives straight ahead. Not much there. Again, the center of the line doing their job. Last one up, Luke Wilson, also Cam Sledge there, and Evan Smith. Noah Smith, excuse me. I've got Evan on the brain tonight.
Noah was a leading tackler, and he made the paper somewhere along that list.
Now, one of the problems here is they're keeping our line in a stance for so long. That's why.
Yeah, you always get jumpy. You always, yeah. Right. Linebackers moving them around a little bit.
Hook zone again, first down. That's Vokic again, the kicker. Down, gain of 10. Down inside the 45 to the, let's call it the 41, 1st and 10. Quick passing game for South seems to be
their forte,
yes.
Because I think we're talking about maybe a sophomore quarterback.
Yep.
I don't know if they're afraid of the rush to give him something deep.
Our defensive linemen are all off kilter. A little bit of a gain there, 2 yards, but was contacted in the backfield, and the back ran out of the hold of Manning.
He had him for about a yard or 2 loss.
Yeah, let's call it a yard and a half there on the gain. Doesn't matter what we call it, they got to get to the other end of the sticks.
So you're giving that inside slot a little bit of a cushion here because that lineman's going to come. The linebacker's coming.
Yeah.
Ooh, what a hit. What a hit there. That was a hit.
I could hear that up here.
Yeah. Was that Noah Smith? First contact?
He's walking away back toward the backfield. Let me see. Yeah. I think it was Joseph Wyatt.
Well, Smith came in later then.
Yeah, somebody brought the lumber.
Yeah.
3rd and 9. Now, we had him here once before and actually held, and they ran the fake punt to get where we're at now. Straight ahead there, not much again. Maybe they get a yard. Maybe they get right back to the line of scrimmage.
He kept his feet moving, but I think they blew the whistle long before he made that extra 8 or 9.
That whistle was a product of the hit on the play before. We're not going to let you hold him up well and tee off again. So 4th and 8.
I seen Luke Wilson was
just hobbling
off a little bit. Who's a replacement in there at nose?
They brought in Sledge back in. Straight back, wanting a big one and throwing it too high. Titans will hold and take over on downs at the 40. That was good coverage out there. Had that pass been on target, it was covered.
Yeah, Lorain brought more blitzers than I've seen most of their defense.
Okay, I don't know where they're taking this football. Okay, that looks a little bit better.
I'd go up another yard maybe.
I think timeout. I think the chains got ahead of the officials is what happened.
Well, as long as they didn't change the clip, you can always readjust the chains based on the clip.
But that ball is definitely off from where the yard marker is. From this angle. Actually, now that I'm looking at this end of the change, which is more a direct line, it's not that bad, Tom.
Yeah. It looks like the stick is on the
it looks like
on
it's
the 39 rather
exactly
than the 38. Yeah.
Exactly on the 39. Now, what are we doing here?
It's certainly not back where everyone is kind of lining up.
Well, they've got a tape out. Oh, no. They're washing something off.
Someone had a blood problem.
That's the Brian Joyner.
Yeah, junior.
Yep. And that could, I just heard something in the background, maybe somebody threw up. There was definitely a dilution going on. And that didn't involve Trainer Tracy, so I do not see her on the sideline.
No, I don't.
Now that you've mentioned it. Oh yeah, there she is, right down about the 50. Straight back, Davis wants to throw, got a man.
Wow.
Hyro makes a move, first down and more. Yards after contact once again to the 45. The little bug, Hyro Williams, who is 5'10", 180 on the roster and in his dreams.
You call him Little Bug, I call him Jitterbug, because that's the way his feet were moving.
Oh, he's quick as.
Yeah.
And give credit to Coach Creel finding some creative ways to get him the ball in space where he can use that. He's caught 3 balls already tonight.
Oh, come on.
Noah Buchanan.
Yeah, Noah is.
He had a blocker right there, too.
Yeah.
Titans go to the quick pass. Yeah, Jeremiah Lopez was ready to set the block. Hyro had taken his man outside. Now Whitaker comes in at wingback.
Now Buchanan was one of the surest hands person I've seen in warm-ups.
So now Buchanan will go to the wide side along with Hyro Williams. They've got the tight end and wingback on the near side. So it's a balanced formation, except tight. It's really strong to the near side. Solomon and
he may not have been down, but he might have touched his knee.
Yeah, well, loss of about 5. Tom, there it was where they sold out to the wingback tight end.
Yeah, so that's when eventually you have to go. You got to go short side or a weak side.
But not this play.
No, not with 3rd and 14.
You've got to use it, but. Johnny Geiger, 11 to the far side. He had a nice catch and run for a first down earlier. Now they're going to put the trips to the top.
But Buchanan's over here by himself.
Yep.
I can see them giving him another deep pass on the post because the safety came in.
That was just for Salmon.
And he may
He's
have
got
been,
about half.
Are they in
Run
four
out of-
down territory?
Run out of bounds by Porter, number 9. Let's see what they decide at the 42. 7:15 to go in the half of a tie game. I don't see any.
I see O'Sear coming in.
Fully loaded pistol once again. Let's see.
But they're going to, well, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Salmon not going to get anywhere close to it, maybe a yard. It'll be 1st and 10, but it'll be 1st and 10 for Willoughby at the 41. So the teams trade 4th down stops in toward the middle of the field, and the Rebels will take over 1st and 10 on their own 41 with 6:47 to go in a tie game.
And now I've seen coaches punt from the 40-yard line,
Oh,
hoping
yeah.
to put them inside the 10.
Well,
Yeah.
we've got a minute. The Jim Popeil Foundation fundraiser is Sunday, October 29th during the Browns-Seahawks game at the Shipyards. Doors open at 2:30, kickoff 4:05. Food and refreshments are available. There is a cash bar. It's for scholarships for Lorain athletes. Motion. They faked the
Oh, look at there.
semi-jet sweep.
Yeah, there was a person in the area.
Oh,
Someone was going way deep. I don't know if the
well,
quarterback
that was
Yeah.
designed to be a screen underneath, and it was so perfectly played by Joseph Wyatt that the quarterback hit him in the rear end. So 2nd and 10. It's flying insect season at George Daniel.
Yeah.
Whistle. Timeout. For ball placement. Okay. It was. John was stopped over here on the sweep.
Yep.
So that's the reason for the whistle is to get the ball out of the center of the field. Straight back. Swatted away. Oh, almost. 16 jail. Diaz got up and
He was a swatter.
He came close to catching this thing. It stuck in the mitt for a minute.
That was going back to number 11, Bosick. He's that little inside slot. You
Yep.
see, he's getting a wide cushion.
Fake it. Throwing over the middle. Incomplete. Little extracurricular there with the tackle from Willoughby and Avery Martin.
Bosick is their go-to man. That was
He
to
does
him
pretty
again,
much
yeah.
everything. I mean,
Yeah.
he's back in punt formation.
Someone on the sideline is probably yelling, "Watch the fake!" I bet you this time.
Yeah, a day late and a dollar short. Terreno Allen, number 7. Hyro Williams, number 1. Deep for Lorain. Snap was high. Oh. Terreno Allen saves him a bunch of yards by fielding that on one hop. I think later
Yeah.
in his career, he'll come up and catch
Catch
that
that
on
ball,
the
yeah.
fly because that was rather risky with his back to the defense. But Titans will take over on the 25. 6:16 to go. So Willoughby with the 3 passes there only used 30 seconds.
It's a blessing to have a punt returner who's willing to catch the ball. Like Lorain had way back in the day, there was Tyshawn Lighty.
Well,
He would catch the ball.
Mincy
Yeah.
was another one.
Yeah.
They looking. That's Salmon in the back. Near side Buchanan. Far side, Hyro. Tight end near side, wingback near side. Fake. One-on-one, wants Buchanan, just overthrows everybody. That was a single player pattern.
I think the defensive back, Joe Minden, was running right in front of Buchanan just to hold him up. I mean, that's what set the timing of that pass way off.
Number 0.
Is that because they had 99 other numbers in there?
No, they've got 78 in uniform. Switching the strength of the formation once again. Give to Salmon straight ahead. A gap for 5.
That's a little bit to the other side from where they had their strength.
Right.
So,
yeah, sort of a counter off of Tyler Fogo's butt. John lost a glove there or a sweatband. 3rd down and 5. Clock runs 5:40 in the second quarter. This game has really settled into a defensive struggle. Salmon on a sweep, and the Titans are going to have to punt.
Yep.
Lost 2.
Here comes the punt team.
Yep. Reggie Johnson. Why do I keep calling him Reggie Williams?
That's a name from the past, wasn't it?
Yeah. Tom, you said you had a chance to watch him play soccer last night.
Yes, I did. And he is an aggressive, well-drilled, nice soccer player. Once he gets some support around him, because soccer is a game of teammates.
Right.
You can't do it all yourself, but he has good footwork, strong. He had 2 goals.
Okay. Good snap, kick away.
Nice kick.
Spinner, going to go out of bounds. And Willoughby's going to pick up some yards in the exchange. At about the 40, I'm going to guess the 42, but, well.
Lorain has been playing good defense, but Willoughby hasn't made any mistakes yet.
Right. So they're going to call it the 42-yard line with 4:37 to go. 2 possessions in less than 2 minutes, Tom.
Yeah.
Willoughby comes out with 3 receivers to the near side.
I'd keep my eye on Vosick. He's out here wide this time, and he's their go-to man.
And over the middle, pass behind, intended for the underneath man, and that's number 1, Terrion Singleton. Behind him and off his hands. Another one that kind of flipped up in the air off the receiver. Titans got to get one of those.
Yeah, pretty soon. That's the mistake we're looking for.
Again, 3 receivers to the near side. All alone on the far side is number 4, Nico Frizzell. Snap back. Spiked again. Noah Smith got his hand on another one.
See, I think that ball might have been going because I think Johnny Geiger out here he'd give him no gap on.
It was for the inside guy on the slant. That's 2 that Noah's blocked. Now Hyro comes in. He's Williams. He's got the inside receiver as they balance the formation with 2 to each side on 3rd and 10. Straight back once again, being chased, being caught.
Now that's the first time they caught him, but it was a good time to catch him with 4 minutes to go
Joseph
in the game.
Gaines, number 14.
Yeah.
Okay, Joseph Gaines, a junior, with the delayed blitz and the sack. Big loss of about 10 back to the 32. And once again, Vokic back. Allen and Williams deep for Lorain. Good snap. High boomer.
Wow, that's
boomer.
a kick.
Terreno Allen.
Oh, no.
Fair catches it.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, him catching the ball right there on the 35,
or
25,
saved
probably
him 20 yards.
Yeah, at least. That ball was going to hit, bounce, and keep rolling.
Yep. And that was a risky catch down around the shoe tops. 3:41 to go in the half.
But nice to get a score here and go in with some momentum.
Straight ahead, squirting through for about 12. That's Big John.
It is.
Out to the 37, 1st and 10. Clock stops to move the chains. This is the only level in football that happens anymore, Tom.
I know.
Noticed it last week at the Buckeye game, how much quicker
it goes.
Yeah,
Right.
They ran 20 fewer plays than they would have a year ago.
Yeah, I heard coaches complain about that a little bit, especially the offensive-oriented coaches.
Sure.
Look at the line. There's 9 in the box, and here they come.
They run right at the strength of the defense, and Solomon puts his head down and gets about 5 or 6. Let's give him 6 out to the 43. 2:57 to go, clock ticking. Once again, the inside of that line, Evan Rikovic and Tyler Fogo on that left side and center.
Sooner or later, they're going to have to think about going deep to Buchanan over the middle, because you see the safety has gone away from Buchanan.
Yeah, he's over there where the 3 receivers are.
He's favoring the more receivers. I've seen Buchanan run a nice post pattern.
Under 2.5. They want the bubble screen, and Chase gets outside the pocket and throws it to a coach.
Not his coach, but
a coach.
A coach. Yeah.
And that was good decision by junior quarterback Chase Davis.
That stopped the clock at
2:19. 3rd and 4. Chase is going to keep it. Chase is going to go nowhere. Chase is going to lose. Maybe you lose a yard.
That's a nice tackle. 19. Yep. Haslick.
And the punt team comes in. Yeah, Hanslick. Reggie Johnson. Somebody called timeout, which was probably Willoughby with 1:58 to go. The Titans are happy to burn another 25 seconds.
Can they force them into throwing the ball wild, one of these throws? Because they've had their hands on as many passes as I think every one they've knocked down. How many passes? 4 or 5?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So time to get a break.
Yeah, Willoughby gets the ball coming out to start the second half. So they're looking for an opportunity to go back to back here. They've got 10 up. Kind of a punt safe formation is what they look like they're in. Good snap to Reggie. Kick is away. It's a low spinner, almost a rugby style. That ball bounced free and picked up and run back nicely by Terrion Singleton, number 1. They're going to be out near the 40-yard line. Let's see where they finally spot him.
Actually, he did a nice job scooping this ball up. I thought it was going to get by him.
It bobbled a minute right there.
Oh,
got away
almost,
from Herman. They're going to spot it at the 39. with 1:46 to go. You know, we've talked a little bit about Vokic, the kicker, kicked the extra point. We watched him warm up. He's got a nice leg on him. So I would say that if anywhere around the 20, they'd at least have a shot at a kick.
He's the wide man, but they've been going to that inside slot.
Right. Lots of look-ins. There it is. They faked it that time. Now he wants to go over the top. Nothing there. Nice coverage, step for step.
That was that fake, the hook for the inside man to send him deep.
That was Joseph Gaines, step for step with number 1, Singleton, the punt returner. Gaines gives up about 4 or 5 inches right there, but he was right stride for stride with Singleton. 1:40 to go. Another Titan lost a little gear or something. Straight ahead, bounce to the outside. It'll stop the clock. About 3 yards short of the first down is Chase Gardner, number 7. They did a nice job caving in the left side of the Titan defense. Oh, they must have gone out of bounds a little sooner. Give him 6 and call it 3rd and 4.
And he didn't stop the clock, so they...
That's bizarre.
And the official clock's on the field, obviously. I don't know.
Another out, off the back shoulder, incomplete. That was intended for Singleton.
He's been their go-to man for this,
this
little series here.
They're counting on yards after catch because they're throwing the ball short of the sticks. And the punt team for Willoughby comes in with 1:07 to go. This will be the 5th punt in a row, Tom.
Like we said, it was a defensive struggle.
And the 2 series before that, each team was stopped on downs.
Yeah.
First 2 series resulted in all the scores in this game. A fumble return and a 72-yard run. Ball's going to hit and skip. Oh, this is not good.
Fall on it!
I'm guessing he didn't touch it.
I thought he did, didn't he? Well,
the coach in you came out.
I thought for sure he touched it.
I don't know how it didn't touch him, but with 57 seconds to go, you've got to run offense here because Willoughby's got 2 times out left. Here's the kick. Going to hit and skip. And it bounced right over his head.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
And I guess he knew it.
He sure did. That was Hyro Williams. If Hyro had been 5'10", 180, that would have hit him in the face mask, Tom.
Wow.
That's his listed height in the program. Been a heck of a ball game thus far. Both teams punching and counter-punching. Davis has got 3 to the near side, single set back to the far side. He wants to throw. Nice out pattern, cut up, and going to be a yard short of the first down. Nope.
Someone called timeout. Clock stopped at 50.
Well, they just wound the clock.
Oh, maybe it was the first down there. Oh, okay.
First down.
I didn't think he got the first down.
I didn't think he was. I thought he was a yard short. Chase Davis wants to keep it again. They've got a spy there. And that'll keep the clock running. Loss is about 5 or 6. Timeout.
Lorain?
32 seconds to go. I got to believe Willoughby called that timeout. Second and 16 now.
This has been a game of strategies. Coaches have to make some decisions all along the line.
Absolutely it has, Tom. Your Lorain School's athletic trainer, Tracy Menges, who works closely with the Cleveland Clinic sports medicine specialist to provide your student athlete with the best treatment and prevention of sports injuries. Visit clevelandclinic.org/sportsmedicine to learn more. Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine, caring for pro athletes, active individuals, and your student athlete in you. With 32 seconds to go, the teams are back out. Fogo is over the ball. Buchanan comes to the slot on the near side. Hyro Williams alone on the far side, the short side of the field. You want to make them use, and that timeout was charged to Lorain, Tom.
Wow.
Chase gets it out to Salmon on the screen. He got men out in front of him. Got back the loss and about 3 or 4 more out to the 19. Clock is ticking. I'm going to second guess here why they're not using a timeout or two to stop the clock. At least make you take a punt snap. They're going to let the clock run out. I don't think we're going to see another play.
Which is wise on Lorain's part, in my opinion.
Absolutely. So the two teams will go to the half, tied at 7 for Lorain and South out of Willoughby. And we'll step away for a second and be back with the Marching Titans after this timeout.
Hey students, this is Cleveland Browns tight end Harrison Bryant. Forming good habits helps you now and in the future. Get to school every day and on time and ready to learn. Let's stay committed, stay focused, and stay in the game.
We make Marines who overpower the desire to quit with the perseverance to prevail. Not for glory, but for honor. For a code that isn't written or spoken, but lived. It's what we do. It's who we are. It's the battle cry of our fighting spirit. Battles won. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
Did you know there's something that makes the magic of learning even more powerful? It's called an endowment. And the Lorain City Schools Endowment Fund is a secret sauce for taking education to the next level. And when you give to our endowment fund, the possibilities are endless for our educators and students.
Henry's classroom library is a very interesting library. She has books of all sorts, scary books, fiction, realistic fiction, biography, literally anything somebody could want to read. I try to get as many books as possible into the hands of my students. So I have an expansive classroom library, so I can do that. So I have a large variety of genres for them to choose from, so that they have that flexibility to read what they like.
Now at peoplewhocare.org.
Hey students, this is Cleveland Browns offensive lineman Wyatt Teller. September is Attendance Awareness Month. Did you know that missing school can significantly decrease your chances of graduating high school? Stay in the game by showing up to school on time and ready to learn. The Browns are always behind you.
Ohio State is saving lives every day.
This is Ohio State.
We're the economic engine of the state. A major employer.
Over 60,000 students. We're on the forefront of cancer research. An educational core of Ohio.
Impacting tens of thousands daily.
Our alumni organization is nearly 500,000 worldwide.
This is Ohio State.
This is Ohio State.
Ohio State.
This is the Ohio State University.
Lily thinks she's got a flyer in the air. She has her own flyer solo. That's Lily's thing. Who's Colorado played him?
Colorado State. Andy ran his mouth. He said he's beyond man.
Coach Prime?
Yeah. He did. Let's go.
Well, I'm not like I don't get recommended college football because I don't really keep up with college football. I be getting articles for NFL, but I don't be getting articles for college. I don't be getting any points.
Edition of the Lorain High School Titans marching band. Under the direction of Ted Terhune with assistant band directors Angelo Cortica, Chris Walton, and Matt Gerhardinger. The color guard is under the direction of Chiquita Jones. The band is led on the field by drum major Taylor Ford. The band starts this evening's performance with an excellent rendition of Treasure by Bruno Mars.
Ohio State is saving lives every day.
This is Ohio State.
We're the economic engine of the state.
A major employer.
Over 60,000 students. We're on the forefront of cancer research. An educational core of Ohio.
Impacting tens of thousands daily.
Our alumni organization is nearly 500,000 worldwide.
This is Ohio State.
This is Ohio State.
Ohio State.
This is the Ohio State University.
Every year, the Salvation Army serves nearly 30 million people in need. That's one person every second. So by the time you've finished watching this, 30 more lives will have been changed for good. All thanks to your donations.
Thank you.
Set to start the second half. Reggie Johnson will kick for Lorain, the north side of the field at the 40-yard line. Willoughby has two gentlemen deep. Kadario Williams, number 33, on the near side. Reggie kicks from the left hash. Line drive, skips down to the 10-yard line, picked up there. Return up the middle, breaks a tackle out across the 35.
Okay.
Nice return by number 10, Drew Vilk. And they'll start at the 38. Titans have had a lot of problems covering kickoffs, Tom. They've been getting some depth on them, but they've had trouble.
I thought that was their downfall at
that's what beat them at Sandusky.
Yeah.
The long kickoff return and then the threat of the long kickoff return. Whistle traveling. Willoughby tried to get going before the music started playing, and it'll cost them 5 yards. So that'll take them back from the 38 to the 33.
That might be their first penalty. I haven't been keeping track, but
I
I
haven't
don't
either.
I can't
don't
remember any others.
Yeah. This is not a 1-3 football team based on that first half, Tom. There's a handoff, submarined, getting a couple of yards. Chase Gardner taken down by, looks like Noah Smith, number 6. They're over the ball at 2nd and 14. Going quickly, 2 receivers to each side. Gilchrist, the quarterback, takes it, drops back over the middle, hit as he throws, but it's complete for a short gain of about 5.
They made up the penalty, but not much more than that.
It's going to be 3rd and about 8 at the 41. Call it 7. Whistle. We've got somebody down over there. Trainer for Willoughby out. Teams will go to the side. Willoughby was going to go fast.
Yeah, they were.
And
I didn't even see it because
he was
way behind the play. Yeah.
This close to the half, you hope he's just cramped up.
Well, you hate to see an injury no matter what
yeah.
color their jersey is.
Absolutely. They got him sitting up pretty quick.
Usually you can tell whether they're stretching legs and those kind of things for cramps.
Right.
That's Vosick.
Oh, the kicker.
And receiver, their main receiver.
Yeah, Facebook, the drive to 10,000 followers for WLCS TV 20. If you're not already, hop on your Facebook account and click on WLCS TV 20 and give us a like. We're trying to get to 10,000 followers. Well over 1 million hits on the Facebook, on the YouTube channel. Snap back. Oh, dropped. Gilchrist threw a nice ball. Vip got his hands crossed, and it's 4th down and 8. And they're on the 41. And the punting unit comes on. Now it's going to be maybe a backup kicker.
No, he's
back.
It might have just been a cramp. It might have been just a short twist.
Looking at his left elbow. And we're glad he's back. Titans with 2 men deep, but Hyro Williams is deep and Torino Allen is up short. Kick is away. Kick is a high spinner. Get away from it, guys. It's going to bounce the Titans' way. That's be down to about the 37 or 38.
That's the first bounce we've had that go our way.
So the Titans will take over after a 3 and out at the 38-yard line of Lorain. Lorain came out, moved the ball for 2 first downs, had a botched handoff, picked up by Willoughby South, and taken in for a touchdown. Next series, after the Willoughby kickoff, Lorain on the 3rd play. 72 yards around left end went. It was Osir Kimball.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we're at. Each team kicked the extra point. Salmon is the running back behind Davis. Trips to the near side. Gives straight ahead. They've been pounding the A back, and that's slicing in from the outside. Number 5, Quentin Wilson, to make the stop for no gain. Well, going to give him a yard, it looks like.
Not much of one.
Nothing. This has been a game of adjustments, Tom. Willoughby seems to have adjusted to that A gap. Chase Davis going to follow Solomon. That's just a straight-out quarterback keep for, let's call it 8.
And now Solomon led the ball through. He didn't knock anyone down, but he kind of cleared the way for him. That's the first I've seen that play in a long time.
I have not seen them run that this year. So 3rd and 2.
They got Osir Kimball in now as a running back.
And that changes the look for the defense.
I see they're stronger to our right than they are to our left.
And that's John Solomon on the Wildcat, straight ahead across the 50 for the first down.
There's some sportsmanship out there. I don't see if you've seen it. Isaiah Ray kind of helped one of their defense.
I did not see it. But
he kind of asked if later in.
Okay, that's on this side. They've been having a good battle. Isaiah Ray and 77, Luke Sorek.
It's happening way behind there.
They have gone at it. That's mutual respect, I believe. 1st and 10, Lorain, right at the midfield stripe. Ooh, we got away with an illegal motion, I think. Straight ahead.
Oh, he made it a flat way.
Yeah, there's a flag behind the play. It's going to be a holding. That's John Solomon, 50 yards. I hate to rain on your parade, fellas, but there's a laundry on the field back at the line of scrimmage.
I think when you said he got away with it, I think he was in motion. I think
he was curling, though.
Yeah.
It was kind of a Canadian football motion.
No, he threw it. I just seen the throw.
Oh, the flag was holding.
Yeah. Way after Solomon passed him.
I mean,
yeah, he did it.
It was clearly a hold, I think, as the video might show. And it'll come back. Instead of an extra point, it'll be 1st and 20. At the 40. Well, Chase Davis comes back at quarterback. Kimball stays at running back. The Wildcat has gone away for the moment. Trips to the far side. Davis wants Buchanan. Davis throws. Buchanan catches with the hands at the 50, gets the penalty yards back.
Oh, and I think, wow.
Kind of roughly treated over there on the sidelines is Noah Buchanan. Nice throw by Chase. Up high where only his guy could get it. So 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Buchanan's
nice cushion there because he's gone deep a couple times.
He's using all 6'2" that he has out there.
Kimball is still the setback to the left of Davis. Now switches sides. Chase is going to follow him this time. Chase gets 4, and it's going to be 3rd and about 6. You know, that is the Wildcat play that they've been running for Solomon. That Chase has now run twice. 3rd down and 6 for Lorain. This is just a punch, counter-punch kind of game. Kimball on the swing. Gets a block,
He came pretty close.
He's going to be about 2 yards short, out to the 42.
Yeah, where they can 4-down territory.
Well, they're going to go. Interesting that they keep Kimball in rather than Solomon in the short yardage situation.
Osier has a shoe issue, but he's set. I think they're stronger on our left side than on the right.
There he is.
Second effort, I think he made it.
He's across the 40. Nice push by the front line again. Rikovic, Fogo, and Ramey Rowland on this near side.
He did have a second effort.
They spotted him. He got a bad spot, too.
I thought he was like a yard over the 40.
I mean, he's put that down on the hash mark of the 44. 1st and 10, though, they pick up the 20. The 1st and 20, they convert. This is Solomon in the Wildcat. He gives it.
Oh, come on now.
That's trouble. If we got it back, it was lucky.
I think we did get it back.
That's the 3rd botched handoff for the Titans, and that brings Chase Davis back in.
When they're in that Wildcat, I don't know. Well, I don't know.
No,
See, I think
he tried to pull it.
Yeah. See,
he was just late pulling it.
I'm sure they work more of that with Davis and the running backs than they do with the running back and the running back.
That was the zone read, and John saw it. 2nd and 11 at the 41. 6:24 to go. 3rd quarter, and we're tied at 7. Solomon going to get nothing.
I thought Davis was going to
He
pull
rode
that
him
one.
along. He rode him a long time.
They do have an option that I've seen.
Well,
that option.
if
way
that
back.
had been to the wide side of the field, he just ran out of room. They strung it out very nicely. So gain of you got the yard back that they lost on first down, and it's 3rd and 10. You pick up the 4th down, and here you are again sitting at 3rd and long. Titans need to catch a pass here. Fake the jet sweep. Deep, too tall for Solomon. He was in the gap.
Kind of look at Buchanan down over the middle, though.
Well, but his man was the one that closed when the ball went in the air. But, they tried to run the safety off with Buchanan and throw in the gap, and instead it's 4th and 10. Okay, now this is interesting. This is Joseph Wyatt.
He's their second quarterback.
Now here comes Salmon. Joseph Wyatt is also their second punter.
Okay. Oh, quick. Okay.
Oh. Boy, we just outthought ourselves this whole series. About a 6-yard punt.
All right. Yeah, they might have.
This isn't that kind of game.
That's the game. I understand the concept, though. The concept would probably get the ball all the way down to.
Right.
I'm sure Willoughby South had not seen that.
Oh, exactly.
And got the ball way down there inside the 10, but.
I've been at practice. I know that he's the backup punter. A lot of people don't know that. Of course, they probably didn't know he was the backup quarterback. So they take over. Willoughby takes over on the 33. The counter punching. We have gone 10 series of either stopped on 4 downs or punt. Give straight ahead after about a yard gain. Stuffed in the middle is Gardner, number 7. Excuse me, that's not Gardner. That's 38 Cash McClendon, I believe.
They got Vosick in there at wing back now. He's their right wing. And he's going to run like
There's
a little.
a botched handoff, and I think we had illegal. Offside by Lorain caused the. That's why the snap looked so funny. He caught us jumping. Good job by the center. So they'll put it down, and it'll make it 2nd and 4 instead of 2nd and 9.
I'm watching something
Titans
going
just
on.
a lot out of sync tonight.
Yeah, watch that right flat. Watch that.
Straight ahead, meet the defense. That's going to go back about a yard. Big 99 on the bottom of that pile. But he had a lot of help. Julius Manning coming quickly in for.
They're doing quick. They're going quick. They're going quick there.
Tremaine Settle. Manning's playing more offense, and Tremaine's playing more defense tonight. Now he's going forward. That's Vokic, and he gets it, and he is.
He tried to reach the ball over there.
I think they're going to give him the first down. That's a nice effort because that was a real fine tackle.
I seen that play coming 3 plays ago.
Yeah.
You know, you could just see, but that's an illegal whatever he's just doing.
Yeah, that's what I say. He's going forward too. That's Osir Kimball, but nothing there. The Titans are saying the middle of the field belongs to them as far as the run goes. That looks like Cam Sledge was in there, along with Armand Brown, 13. So 2nd and 14. They faked that. He's on the run. He's in trouble. I'd fall on that. Okay.
You got to.
It was incomplete, but you got to wait to play to the whistle. And very fortunate. Now let's see.
Actually,
now it might be an intentional grounding.
I mean, sure it was, but are they going to call it or not?
Yep.
Yeah. And that's a loss of down too.
Yes,
watch,
it is.
He just threw that ball away just to save that.
Yeah, he sure did. I mean, that was straight down.
Now there is a 30 in there, in that little mess of people.
So they're going to take it from where he threw it, move it back 5 more, and say it is on the 30-yard line now, and it is a loss of down. So it's 3rd and 23. That's 4th down.
Yeah.
Now this is interesting because Willoughby South is not set up to punt.
Oh,
now the coach is going down there for what's going on? I think it's only 3rd down. We had the run, we had the penalty, we had another run, and then we
2 runs.
Yeah, you're right. It would be. Yeah,
2 runs.
So they're going to talk things over. Timeout Willoughby South, I believe, although they didn't signal any direction. Well, the box still has the 4 on it. Now it goes back to 3.
Yeah.
So I think it was, I think they're right. I think it's the penalty that's got them all screwed up.
Yeah. Okay.
3rd and 23. Titans need to make a stop here. Now there's a whistle. I'm not sure if that was something with equipment in one of the South linemen or not. No. Give straight ahead. There's a flag. That's going to be a 1st down on a face mask, I think.
Well, 15 yards from there. Yep. But I don't know about 1st down.
That's going to be a do-over. Inadvertent, as it may seem, takes it out to the 50.
It
should still be
3rd down.
Because there are no live. Now they.
No, it should.
It's not 4th down. That down should not count.
No. Did they call it a dead ball? I don't know.
I am so confused by this series. There's no way that's 4th down if the last down was 3rd down.
Unless they called it a dead ball.
Well, but it was clear on the run.
Did they call them stopped and then
dead ball is when you can have an automatic 1st down in high school. Because that wouldn't be a personal foul. That'd be unsportsmanlike. Nice catch of the snap. High punt floater. Fair catch called for by Hyro. Lost it, but.
Yeah, I think that's interference.
I think it is too.
I don't know what the penalty is for interference. Is that 15?
I think it's 15. In the NFL, they'd call that a bubble violation.
Broke the bubble, yep. Wow. And I didn't see an entry out there.
Yeah, there's somebody down right on where the ball is.
Was he being blocked?
I have no idea.
That's number 19, whoever that is.
19, Gabe Hanslick. There's interference with the right to make a fair catch against Willoughby. So instead of starting on the 21, they'll march it up. The Jim Popeil fundraiser is coming up. The 2023 annual fundraiser is the day of the Browns Seahawks game. The location is the Shipyard, Sunday, October 29th. Doors open at 2:30. Kickoff at 4:05. Refreshments and food are included in the $25 ticket. Sponsorships are available. A Titan sponsor gets $50 and 2 tickets. MVP is 4 event tickets, $100, and All-State is 8 tickets and $500. A Hall of Fame level is 10 tickets for $1,000 and $1,000. And for $2,500, you are a legend. So Titans are ready to go. They'll scrimmage. It was a 10-yard penalty. They'll scrimmage at the 31, 2:39. Can't say it's been an uneventful scoreless third quarter. That's Salmon breaking a tackle, breaking another tackle, getting out across the 45 for a first down. Just ran through some people there.
He did. He was hit probably at the line of scrimmage.
And one of the things that seems to me tonight is that with Osir Kimball getting more plays, John Salmon's a little fresher right here at the end of the third quarter.
Well, he got that 50-yarder called back.
Yeah. So 1st and 10 right at the 46. John Cummins, same play near side, follows a block across the 50 down across the 45. Close to another one. Let's give him 9. That was really good patience as he waited for Rickovic to get out in front of him. Watch. See, there it is.
There he is. Nice block. Now watch Rickovic pick him up after he goes down. Like, come here. Yeah. I'm gonna take care of you the whole time.
This is Kimball. Kimball jitterbugging, going to have a first down, but not much more. A 2-yard run. And again, he showed good patience right there. Now, off the sideline, Johnny Geiger, number 11, in at wide receiver. There's your shoes in the backfield. That's Osir. Straight ahead, Osir Kimball. Nope. That's the zone read, and that man's not reading Chase at all.
Yeah, no.
He is just keying, crashing down on that back. Loss of a yard.
Are they afraid of the fumble again? Because they've fumbled a lot of those handoffs. And they recovered a couple of them, but
well, you don't. Yeah. Anytime it's on the ground, it's trouble. See, he's just not even.
Yeah.
That's Quentin Wilson, number 5. 55 seconds to go in the third. Bubble screen to. That's going to lose a yard or 2. That's Hyro Williams.
I see 9 white shirts over there on that tackle.
That was not unexpected. They're going to call it only a loss of 1, spotted at the 44. It's 3rd down and 12. Jeremiah Lopez, 23, coming in to take the place of Avery Martin. Those two are splitting time at the wing and linebacker.
Do they have a 13-yard play coming up here?
Kimball is the running back. Whistle, timeout, Lorain. I hate using that timeout with 6 seconds left.
I didn't see the
did
official
not
have his
look.
hand. I didn't think he did, but I wasn't sure.
So 6 seconds to go in the third quarter. Lorain is 3rd and 12. And once again, Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine is proud to be the official medical provider for Lorain Schools athletics. The Cleveland Clinic team of sports medicine specialists deliver high-quality care to all athletes from high school to the Cavaliers and Guardians. Visit clevelandclinic.org/sportsmedicine to learn more. Of course, we're very fortunate to have Tracy Menges on our sidelines for all of our sporting events. Six seconds to go, 3rd and 12. Every play is a big play in a game like today. Willoughby South has really slowed the Lorain offense. Motion. Trouble. Chase flips it out. 1st down and more. Nicely done. Ad-libbing. That's the motion, man.
There it is, 22.
Number 22.
Jeremiah
Lopez, 23. There's the end of the quarter. That timeout was worth it, Tom. Big play on 3rd and 12 by Chase Davis and Jeremiah Lopez.
I don't think he was the intended.
No, he certainly was not. We're going to step away and be back with 4th quarter action after this timeout.
Inspiring city and campus. Inspiring people. Inspiring creativity. Inspiring hands-on learning. Inspiring global experiences. Inspiring traditions. Be a Buckeye. Inspire.
And we're back. 1st and 10 Lorain at the 25-yard line of Willoughby South. Osir Kimball, following his blockers nicely, gets down inside the 15 for another 1st down.
He had his hand on someone's back
did.
And just said, "You just
Take
lead
me
the
to
way.
the promised land."
You lead the way.
We'll get a good look at that.
65 once out. Here he comes. Here he comes.
That's
There.
Rikovic. And that's who he was following. And they don't have a lineman in.
I think
Here we
he
go.
hurt his wrist or something. He was holding his wrist the whole time.
This is Cam Sledge, the big defensive end, comes in at guard. Fortunately, they were going to go quick. Kimball stumbles. Bounces it outside. Osir Kimball to the house!
He bounced the off tackle and now raced him into the end zone. What a speedster he is. Was he on that relay team?
I do not know.
I don't know if he ran track or not.
Well, it's been a long drought for the Titans between scores. They scored at 7:53 of the first on their 2nd possession, and now here on the 2nd play of the 4th quarter. Reggie Johnson is in. Snap good, hold good, kick good. Reggie Johnson with the kick.
I think I read in the paper he was like 14 for 17 or something like that.
He's been pretty good. You know, he missed 1 or 2 in Sandusky, and I think he missed 1 last week.
Yeah, 14 for 17, so now he's 16 for 19, right?
Yep. So 11-11 to go in the ball game. The Titans finally break through, and it took a little bit of dipsy-do on 4th down. 3rd down and 12, I guess it was. The pass from Davis to Lopez. And then there's the give, and he dips in behind the back and bounces it out. And that tackle got just enough to get Oster to the corner. And here come the flags.
Now the strategy now, if you can get a hold and then drive the ball, take your time and drive the ball and eat the clock up, but you got to get a hold now.
Neither team has been able to do that. The amount of possessions in this game is staggering, Tom. We were talking at halftime about how many fewer plays there are in college games now. There have been a lot of possessions in this game. Reggie gets the good foot into that one, back to the 10, taking on the jump. And following his blockers out to the 28, that looks like it might have been Jabron Smith, number 10. And that's where Willoughby South will start trailing for the first time in this game. Willoughby South comes in at 1-3, but a very deceiving 1-3. They beat Brush, the same team that Lorain beat in the opener. Lorain rather handily at 35-6. South beat them 33-32. And their losses, they lost to Shaker Heights, Madison, and Lake Catholic, who are between them 10-2, 11-2 after Shaker's win last night.
I didn't see the score of that game.
I did not.
Yeah.
Now the pass, that might have been deflected, but that's a nice play. The wide receivers blocking in that screen did a great job, and the receiver split it.
That's the concept of that play. You got to get blocking from your wide receivers.
That's Singleton, number 1. Moves it ahead out across the 40 to a first down, about 18 on that one.
See, in the old days, receivers' job was just go downfield and take people with you. Now they're involved in the blocking part of the offense.
Well, there's so many of them. There's the slant to Singleton, same receiver. Oh, that was high. That was Noah Smith, number 6.
And he held on to the ball.
Yep.
But I think he'll think twice about going over the middle again.
Gain is about 6, though. And just like that, South is out near the 50. Back-to-back catches by Singleton.
Still keep my eye on Vosick.
Here's the give on the little sweep. All of a sudden, a little bit more room. Gain of 6, one of the more successful running plays of the night for Chase Gardner, number 7. And it's 1st and 10, Willoughby across the 50. So their offense finds new life here following the Titan touchdown. Most of this game has been played between the 30s. It's again Gardner. Couple of yards there that time. 32, Avery Martin on the stop. 2nd and call it 9.
I thought Martin was trying to wrestle that ball from him.
They really work on that every day, Tom. I've in fact, one of the JV coaches says, we don't teach sacks, we teach strip sacks.
Yeah. What's that left flat?
Okay.
That might have been an illegal block, too. Someone knocked.
Gilchrist goes back on the high snap and falls on it. It's going to take it from the Lorain 47 to the Willoughby 38. And it's going to be 3rd down and an awful lot. 23, 4. Yeah, I was a math teacher. They crossed the Mason-Dixon line of the 50, though. Let's call it 24, 3rd and 24. 8.5 to go. Titans up 7.
They're strong this side. I don't know what's going on there.
Well, there's a whistle.
Yeah. They had an illegal formation, I think, there.
They were moving. They brought 4 across the formation and lined him up. The way it looked and the way he acted, they lined him up as an extra tackle, Tom. Because he lined up next to the offensive tackle, but he was covered.
And they had a split in outside of him.
Who was on the line.
But didn't he go outside? Didn't he go downfield for?
No, he did
not. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought he went across for the pass pattern.
Hey, 24-29, what's the difference? They'll take it back to the 33. You know, Titans, you look out there and see the white on some of those helmets. They're starting to fill up with football stickers.
I don't know what they award them for, but I'm sure they're good plays.
Yeah. And I'm sure that they're good plays in varsity games. So after a successful opening to this drive, the bad snap and a penalty have Willoughby back to their 32.
Here's Singleton deep.
Wants it deep. Nice coverage there by Osir Kimball.
Now, Singleton had his hand on his back, but they call that incidental.
Was incidental.
Yep.
But
Osir was
staying
with him
slowed him down by being in
stride.
front of him and making him go through the body. And I'll tell you what, if Singleton doesn't get his hands on this, Osir catches it. Because he was definitely measuring his strides to catch that ball.
Yes, at 6'2", he looks like a nice receiver. These punts worry me to death. Don't fumble the ball.
Vokic.
Don't fumble the ball. That's your catch.
That's it. End up with it. Terreno Allen, 7.
Did he single a fair catch?
I thought he did.
I'm not sure he did. I thought he was. Well,
Titans will take over on the 31. So after an initial start to that drive.
Well, remember we was talking about Willoughby has not made any mistakes. That series they made a bad snap and a penalty.
Yep.
You put 2 mistakes like that together and you have to punt the ball. Now, can Lorain hold the ball for a long time?
Well, you don't have to hold it for a long time. You can put some points on the board.
Or score.
Davis has Salmon to his right and behind. Near side is Geiger. Motion is Gilchrist. Give straight ahead, Salmon. For 2, 3. Give him 3 out to the 34. Titans need a game like this if they can finish it.
Yes. Yes. We'll talk about this later, but I'm sure the tougher part of the schedule is coming up.
Yeah, this has been just good old-fashioned Buckeye Conference style defense.
Yeah. I'm thinking sweep left. Round the bend, round the bend.
Salmon lowers the shoulder, bounces off one, gets out to the 39. Going to bring up about 3rd and 3 or 4 when let's see, they're going to spot it more at the 38. Okay. They've got to get to the 41. Again, Rikovic out in front. I'd like to get at least a couple first downs, give the defense some rest. Straight ahead. First down. Making sure he got ahead and got that was John Salmon. Titans might have 200-yard rushers on the night.
Well, the big one was Osir's 70-yarder.
Right, he's got 2 touchdowns and 86 yards on those, so he's got to be close. And John's have been more workmanlike. Of course, he had a 50-yard run called back. .620 to go in this one. Titans are in no hurry. Salmon gets out to about the 46. Whitaker getting into it with one of the South players, and Isaiah Ray over to say, calm down, young fella.
Yep.
We're winning.
Can't make a mistake this late in the game.
Just smile at him when you shake his hands after the game. Second and 7. Titans right on the number.
This the Wildcat out there now?
That sure looks like that's John Salmon. Going to bring it behind the pulling lineman. Across the 50, down the sideline to the 40. Slows up, gets wrestled out of bounds at the 33. Again, they pulled the backside. That was
a nice play.
Yeah.
That was a nice play.
They pulled both guards because that was Rikovic out there.
See, that you can consider a counter. Even though he didn't fake it to him, just that motion of O'Shear going right took the linebackers right and allowed him to run for how many yards?
Yeah, big game right there. 1st and 10 inside the 35. Salmon again.
Same play the other side.
Gene Kennedy offense right there. You do it until they stop it, and then you do it the other way. I can still hear God bless Mr. Kennedy, and anybody that went to Lorain High knows what I'm talking about. The old Lorain High knows what I'm talking about.
I don't know if you can say it on air, but it always was an "oh hell" in there.
Game ain't hard.
I know all those old Lorain High audience that we have out there know exactly what we're talking about.
So, second and about 4 after the gain of 6. This is Davis.
There's O'Shear. I think for the
O'Shear's going to be just
close.
Right down to the 25. 4:20 to go as they unpile. This has been a very workmanlike drive. Timeout for an injury inside, one of the inside guys for Willoughby. Now he's rolling over and trying to get up. But it'll give both teams a chance to get water here with 4:16 to go.
There's a car dealership in there, too.
I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it. That's the one I've been looking for all night. We've been driving for 5, but there you go. Thank you very much to Joyce Buick and Northern Ohio Buick GMC dealers, proud sponsors of Lorain High School football. And I do have a read somewhere that goes to that. I could read you the soccer roster, but that won't do it. So we thank you, Joyce Buick, and they've been with us for a couple of years now at Lorain High, and done a lot for our youth sports programs in terms of uniforms and things. And for that, we are grateful. So, situation, 3rd and less than a yard at the 25-yard line of Willoughby. Titans opened the quarter by finishing off a drive for a score with 11:11 to go in the ball game. Kicked it over to Willoughby and got it back, and here we are. Kimball, 1st down and more, bounces it outside, going to only give him about 2, which is fine.
That's all he needed.
20 down to the 23.
Clock stop until they move the sticks.
Yeah.
Then
they wind it.
Then they start running some.
And when you say move the sticks, as soon as the box is put down, they'll start
that's
the
all
clock.
they need.
That's the guy that has to do the thinking. I used to carry the chains, and I never wanted to be the guy with the down marker because he's got to think. On the ends of the chains, you got to line up with him or you just got to stretch.
That's it.
We use George Corey for the smart end.
No, they're just waiting until that back judge gives us. There he is. Wait, now you run this play.
Straight ahead. O'Shear Kimball busts through the line. Makes a move. O'Shear Kimball down near the 5-yard line. Isaiah Ray, Tyler Fogo, Evan Rikovic, Shane Ramey Rowland, Julius Manning. They have owned this quarter. Those splits are tight.
That was a nice
Look
hole.
at Julius Manning take his man 10 yards downfield.
And I seen Buchanan down there blocking right there at the point of attack also. Yeah, waiting. Just letting that clock run off.
Straight ahead, Kimball bounces it, cuts.
That may be his third touchdown.
Osier, Kimball down near the goal line, then they stop it. Got to be down to the 1. They got some pep in their step. Chase Davis is running around picking up all the linemen.
Yeah. He didn't want anyone to have to call timeout for him, so they had to come out of the game for a play. But someone called timeout.
I think it's Willoughby that calls timeout with 2:27
That's
to
smart,
go.
smart
in
on
this
their
one.
side. I mean, they need the clock more than Lorain needs the clock.
Are we back here again next week, Tom?
We sure are.
With
Garfield Heights.
Conference game.
Conference game starting next week.
So.
You know, we always look at Drew Pastor.
Yep.
There was a list on Drew Pastor today that I thought was probably the best thing to happen to Lorain. 2 lists that Lorain on. One of the most improved teams. And the other one was they had the biggest upset in Drew Pastor's thing. Because remember the Leary game? They were predicted to lose that game by about 23 points.
Yes.
And they won it by 20-some points. That was the biggest upset in the Drew Pastor's list of plays. So, I mean, those are nice lists to be on.
Hey, want to give a shout out here to a former Titan who just notified us he's listening to us or watching us on his deployment in Korea.
Huh.
Good to hear from you, Aaron Huff.
Aaron Huff,
This is your kind of football game right here.
Rough and tumble.
Yep,
Aaron Huff.
That's Aaron Huff. Titans change strength of the formation. It's all buttoned up, the Wildcat. Salmon gives to Kimball. Kimball going to lose about a yard. Whoa, there was a punch.
No one's seen it?
I did.
I'm talking about striped shirts.
Yeah. And there's another timeout for Willoughby. It's way behind the play. I mean, it's not even in the screen. That's how far behind the play it is.
So that takes it to 3rd down from about the, 3?
Yeah. It's inside. It looks like it's the 2. It's not the 6, as the scoreboard implies.
I'm looking over there at the sticks. But, you know, when they put the sticks so
we're
far off, yeah,
we're such an angle, and they're 3 yards off. Bedford is beating Brush 7-6. That's a confidence. Brush might as well be in our league for all the teams that plays.
Yeah.
Green is still on top of Canton McKinley.
I'd like to see that too.
Clearview all over Oberlin. Cleveland Heights and men are 6-3 in the 3rd. Wow. Now I think that if they don't make it here, depending on where they're at, they might kick the field goal. Because you want to be up more than 7.
More than 7 is, yeah, exactly.
Well, more than 8, I guess, in high school football. But now Willoughby cannot stop the clock again. So
they're out of timeouts for their offense. So
well, and if we don't make it, we can milk it here and then call our timeout. Salmon, Kimbrough.
No, you don't have to worry about milking it now. Yeah,
to the house.
That's 3 for
the
him.
Hat trick for Osier.
Yeah.
From 2 yards out. Titans with 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns opened this up.
Yep.
Reggie in to kick the extra point. Snap back. That was a slow snap, and yeah, it's got spiked. He never really had a chance. That snap was end over end coming back. And there was a jailbreak on the far side. So some happy fans heading to the exits here as the Titans, they were in a ball game tonight.
Well, we knew it was going to be a good one, but they still left 2 minutes and 16 seconds on the clock, and they can't make the same mistake that I thought was a mistake of Sandusky by just scooching it down to about the 50-yard line. They got to boot it, I think, because they keep them inside the 30.
Well,
make them go 70 yards.
I wouldn't mind seeing them kick it out of bounds here, tell you the truth. Put them on the 35 and take the stress out of it.
Takes my stress out of it.
That's what I'm talking about. Huh? You know, you're up 2 scores now, so you got a little bit of room for error, but you don't want to have to use it. You know, that extra point, you know, we were talking about Reggie's record. You know, it'll go against him as a miss, but that was just not on Reggie.
Extra points takes
it's 3 guys.
Centers, the hold, the kick. Yeah, and the line holding everyone out, too.
Here comes Reggie. High spinner down inside the 15 to about the 12. Straight ahead.
See, that's it. Keep him on the 30.
Out to the 30. That is Jabron Smith, number 10. He got folded up there. Good hit from one of the Titans. Number 14, Joseph Gaines.
I know people talk about going into a prevent now, but you got to prevent the long one, but you got to keep that short thing too, because they can't just nickel them down the floor.
Yeah, because the clock stops with a first down and stops on an incompletion.
I'll keep my eye on number 1,
Singleton,
who is
near
Singleton,
side.
and number 11,
Vokic,
who's Vokic.
Far side in the slot. He wants. Oh! Through the hands of the receiver, and Noah Smith was going to deliver.
There he's going to pitch.
He was going to deliver a blow, and he wasn't looking for the ball. He was looking to make a statement.
I wonder if there's push-ups or something they have to do in practice.
I think they just do it. You know, it reminds me of Willie Mays Hayes hitting the pop-ups in Major League. Roll out. Oh, and broken up almost by accident by Avery Martin, 32. It was intended for Singleton. Kimball was with him.
But I think Noah Smith was over there too.
Yeah, he was. Well, the rollout brought everybody. But Kimball came up in the zone, and here Martin. No, that was Noah Smith right there too. They had 2 receivers in that area. Minute 53 to go. Clock stopped on the incompletion. And these guys are a very friendly crew. They like to visit a lot. Now they're going to talk to the clock operator, because why not? Let's see if we can notice what they're fixing. Clock says a minute 53. It's now a minute 58. Well, that's how it's supposed to work at home, right? Mm-hmm. Rolling out. Ooh, let it hit the pads, didn't he?
Yeah.
That was intended for number 4, Nico Frizzell. And, you know, the sophomore, Gilchrist, numbers are not going to be impressive here. And they're going to have to go on 4th and 10, the minute 53. The Willoughby South Band is still with them. Fourth and 10. Geiger rolls, throws, batted away. That was, somebody was thinking pick 6. Wasn't Osir Kimball looking for the 4th?
No, that wasn't Osir. That was
that Joseph Wyatt?
Yeah.
Okay. In any event, it's Titan ball, 1st and 10 at the 31.
I think now they can get in victory formation.
If they so choose.
I wouldn't, why? Why push it? No timeouts. It can't stop it, right? That means they're going to be
Well,
free.
the Titans right now, Tom, are a minute 47 away from equaling the victory total from the last 2 years combined.
You're right.
Which is really the last 3 years when you consider that they didn't have football the COVID year.
Wow. And they were a minute and 11 seconds away from being undefeated now.
Yes, they were. This was the kind of game they needed to win. They do not look like they're in victory formation to me. Davis takes the snap, gives it to Solomon, who tiptoes into the line, gets ahead for 10, 12, down to the, trying to strip the ball rather than tackle, takes him down to the 16 for a 15-yard pickup. And John has done John things tonight.
Yeah.
The one thing he hasn't done is scored. And he's following those pulling guards. That time he had his hand on Manning's back as he went through there. Now Kimball comes in. Kimball comes in because somebody's got a cramp.
That's Kimball.
Osir Kimball has done everything tonight. Now he's stretching out one of his teammates.
He's working as the trainer.
Yeah. Tracy Men just comes out and says,
get
got this, buddy.
Get out of my way.
This is my time to shine. So with a minute 33 to go.
Was that Solomon with the cramp?
I don't think so. Yes, sir. There's Tracy Menges.
Yeah.
You know what? That gives me a chance to do, Tom. Find the right read. There it is. Your Lorain School's athletic trainer, Tracy Menges, out there in the gray. Works closely with Cleveland Clinic sports medicine specialists to provide your student-athlete with the best treatment and prevention of sports injuries. Visit clevelandclinic.org/sports medicine to learn more. Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine, caring for pro athletes, active individuals, and the student athlete in you. You know, Tom, funny story. Last spring, I wrenched my knee. I'm old. I got it caught in the bleachers at a basketball game.
Okay.
And I let it go for a week or so because I knew what Tracy Menges was going to tell me. So I went early one day because it really hurt. And I said, Tracy, my knee hurts. And I know you're going to tell me that it's because I'm old and I take a long time to recover. But I've waited over a week. And her connection, you know, when they say works closely with the clinic, this was on a Friday, and Tuesday I had an appointment. That is John, isn't it?
Yeah.
And so I went to the Tuesday afternoon. I was in the doctor's office, and turns out I tore a knee ligament. So I told her, I'm not old. I hurt myself this
Not
time.
funny, but yeah. Yeah, John's walking on his heel, so I hope that's just a cramp.
Yeah.
And he can sit down for the next minute and a half.
Well, John had a severe knee injury, caused him to miss a lot of time, like his entire sophomore year, I believe.
Yeah, because he was a promising freshman, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't he?
Well, he would have been, but they didn't play football.
That was the year, yeah.
Yeah, so these seniors now, they have seen it all. They've seen a 9th grade year without football, 10th grade year where they were 0-9 before going to Shaw and getting their only win of the season, getting pounded in the playoffs by St. Ed's.
Yeah.
Last year winning 3 games and going to Cleveland Heights and losing in the playoffs. To this year, one of their 2 stated goals. We want to win the conference, and we want to host a playoff game.
Yes, that'd be nice.
And they were number 7 this week coming in. Right now, what's hurting them is their strength of schedule. You know, this is a nice win, but this team's soon to be 1-4. Davis goes under center, takes the kneel down. There was a blast. One of the linemen back on his, one of the things you have to do in this situation is protect yourself. And somebody on the right side of the line did not and ended up
he got knocked down by a defense.
The upside down turtle look on the field.
It's almost, because this has been a cleanly played game. Yeah. There hasn't been any unsportsmanlike. There hasn't been any.
I've seen unsportsmanlike conduct penalties called in this situation.
Yes, exactly. You hope in a game like this that everyone just let it play out, because this was a well-played game by two teams.
Yep, under 50 seconds as Davis kneels once again.
I think he has to do it one more
time. One more time. The clock's under 40 seconds now. Titans 4-1 going into their first conference game next week with Garfield Heights, the Bulldogs. That was one of their 3 wins last year. And Garfield had an otherwise successful, I believe they were 7-3 last year.
Mm-hmm. I'm hoping, yeah.
Once again, and that'll do it. This one belongs to your Titans. 20 for Lorain, 7 for Willoughby South.
Yep.
And a very workmanlike win. That was a good win, Tom.
It was. You know it was going to be a good game. We said that at the beginning. You know, it was two teams that, Willoughby South, they've had some well-played seasons way back in the past.
Oh, yeah.
So I didn't know what they were going to be doing now, but they had a nice, clean team. They didn't get any, didn't make very many mistakes. So, yeah. But now Lorain is going to get into their
conference
season.
Yeah. Well,
because now it's the conference. Now it's going to be.
What's interesting, Tom, is looking at the schedule, the records of the teams they've got left coming in to tonight. Garfield Heights is 2-2. That's next week's opponent. Yeah. Then Warrensville and Shaw and Bedford are all 0-4.
Yeah. But Bedford's always dangerous. I don't care about
Maple Heights is 1-4 as their Week 10
They're
game.
even more dangerous.
And that would be probably for your conference right here. I would think Maple Heights would be the most likely team to compete.
Just going to now Maple's getting to play in their conference also, so they're going to be winning some games.
Right. So the Titans are not going to have a lot of help in getting that home playoff game unless they do it themselves.
Yeah, their wins count, but they're not going to get that second level. But you hope they get in there somewhere. 7, 16. You got to finish in the top 8 to get a home game.
Yep.
So
and they were 7th this past week. Mentor right ahead of them was losing this evening. So we'll see. I mean, it's too early to play that game. But we got any highlights, Joe? Okay, not tonight. Okay, but let's recover the scoring. Lorain got the opening kickoff, made a couple first downs. They started on the 13 after the kickoff went out of bounds off of a Titan. And all of a sudden, a botched handoff. Willoughby South picks it up, runs 34 yards, and 7-0 before they've actually run a snap.
That was 2 mistakes that they didn't want to make.
And then the second series, Titans get the kick and pick up 1 first down, and then a big handoff running to the left side, and Osir Kimball goes 72 yards untouched behind a couple of big offensive linemen.
Well, I think, knowing how scouting works, probably Willoughby South has scouted Lorain so well. They knew Solomon was the big back.
Right.
Everything was geared on him. All of a sudden, they see Osir Kimball come into the game, and they don't have the same intensity.
And Osir's got a different speed about him.
Very much so.
And so we were 7-7 for, that was at 7:53 to go. We'd played not even 5 minutes. We didn't have any points until the second play of the fourth quarter, when once again it was Osir Kimball out of the Wildcat on a handoff from John Solomon, taking it 14 yards around the left side once again, and finally this game that had gone back and forth with punts and turnovers on downs. Titans went up 14-7. And then they got it back, and a nice drive. And for the third time tonight, it was Osir Kimball on third down, straight ahead. And the Titans end up on top 20-7 as a bad snap foiled the extra point. One of the really neat things, Tom, I don't know if you've noticed it this year, but one of the really neat things that Coach Creel has instituted here is after the game, the players all go over and cheer in front of the band.
Okay, yes.
Kind of a mutual recognition, if
kind of that Ohio State, go down and sing the alma mater kind of thing.
Right. It was very, and they just finished doing that, and now they'll huddle
They always huddle on their logo.
On the shield.
Yeah.
Get in the circle.
Yeah.
And it's a happy huddle again tonight. So Titans go to 4-1 on the season. Tom, we had a lot of good help up here tonight. Sierra Casey, Jada Sanchez, George Shaner, Tavon McClellan, Aldo Zapata from Club TV 20. Terry Trout.
Yeah.
And the man, the myth, the legend, Joe Bach. One more time, Joe, we're going to tee it up and before you're out of here.
I think Joe got 2 more games.
Okay, Tom says 2 more games.
Yeah, because Shaw games
Next
there.
week, Shaw. So, okay, we'll have to do something special for that night. We'll have a cake. Have an alumni special. Oh, okay. Tim Alcorn. Okay. Okay, very good. Okay, Joe Bach's spoiling the surprise, but it sounds like it's going to be a special night. So, guys, thank you very much for all you do. Tom, always a pleasure.
It is so.
And once again, from a happy George Daniel Fiegel, Titans 20, Willoughby South 7. It is a great time to be a Titan.